In this video, we're going to go through the X7 and do a complete disassembly and reassembly of the marker. The tools that you're going to be needing for this is going to be a 1/8 Allen key and a 3/16 Allen key. We're first going to start off by removing the push pins. We're going to remove the push pins for the foregrip. And it'll slide right off. We'll put that to the side. We'll then remove the barrel. Put that there. We'll then remove the push pin for the tombstone, push pins for the grip, and the final push pin that'll hold the end cap on. From there, you can pull your end cap off. Then you'll have your drive spring and your guide pin. I usually leave these assembled. Put the end cap there. Then we'll remove our lower grip frame. You can also remove the magazine by pushing the button on the reverse or on the back side. Set that off to the side. Here's your rear bolt insert that just kind of fell out of the back end there. And that's fine, that's perfectly normal. The only thing that holds this rear bolt insert or bolt plug into the rear bolt is the tension of the drive spring. So we can set that off to the side. We'll also go ahead and remove the magwell. Sometimes these are really hard to get off, or they might be really tight. I like to use just a rubber mallet to just kind of tap the magwell off. Once we have that magwell off, we can pull our tombstone assembly out of the X7. We'll set this off to the side for now. We'll get back to the trigger assembly and all that other stuff a little later. So we'll get our 1/8 Allen key. We'll remove our rear sight. Now usually when you get to this point, there's a lot of people who will leave the receiver halves together. You can pull your internals out of the back end of the receiver by simply just inverting it and then just kind of give it a little shake there, and you should be able to pull most of your internals right out of the back end. And you can see it was a little, friction there. It didn't really want to come out too easily. You can sometimes loosen up the receiver bolts, sorry. Loosen up the receiver bolts just a little bit. You don't have to take them completely out. And that'll help the whole assembly slide out of the back end. Excuse me. From there, say you want to get into it, you want to completely take the receiver halves apart. Say for instance you're installing an RT, or maybe you need to replace a ball latch or something of that sort. What we'll do is we'll go ahead and completely take those screws out. And once you have those 1/8 bolts loosened up, you can then loosen up your 3/16 bolt for the cyclone feeder. And you'll want to completely remove that bolt for the cyclone feeder. Okay, now that we got that removed, you can now pull the left half of the receiver off the marker. Okay, we'll kind of go over a little bit what's inside the receiver halves. First, you have your stock barrel adapter, you have your ball latch, you have your cocking handle, and your cocking handle spring. When you're reassembling, you always want to make sure that your ball latch is facing the correct direction. If for whatever reason it gets turned around, this is the backwards position, the gun will not fire correctly. So you always want to make sure that you have your ball latch facing the correct direction. This is the correct direction. You also want to make sure that you don't get your cocking handle spring and your drive spring flip-flopped or mixed up. You always want to make sure that the flimsier spring, the one that's real easy to bend, and it's a little bit longer in length as well, you want to make sure that that is behind your cocking handle. Your drive spring, obviously the stiffer one, and it's a little bit shorter in length, that's going to go behind your rear bolt.